Hit the Ice is a, sort of, ice hockey game, ported over from the arcade version by Taito in 1992. I have very fond memories of playing the Williams Arcade original in the early 90s. My buddies and I would start a 4-player game and see who could beat the crap out of each other. Ah yes, the good times. On the back of the box, it is considered the world's wildest hockey game. While it is technically a game of hockey, and the team with the most goals at the end of 3 periods win, there are very few rules aside from extra periods, penalty shots, and the occasional hat trick. Many say that Hit the Ice is the arch-rivals version of hockey, where your goal is to beat the hell out of the other team. When you pick your players, you'll find that each character has various special moves, all of which serve the same purpose, to get the other team to release the puck. These moves include slashing, tripping, elbowing, and groin kicking. And all, of course, are illegal in the real game of hockey. As a result, fights break out quite often. I used to love the fights in the arcades because the person who tapped the buttons fastest won. The home version isn't as exciting, but it's still kind of fun seeing the equipment fly in anticipation. The loser skates slower for a period of time until he recovers. Your team is also given the ability for a super shot, which is a 2-person effort that slams the puck into the goal, knocking the goalie backwards with no possible way of saving it. But it has to be timed just right. If a team is behind by 5 points, they are also given a power drink that can be used for a short time in a period and enhances their skating and shooting ability. If you were an arcade fan of this game, you remember that Williams used to charge quarters for the drink as a bribe to get you to spend more money. And yes, some of us did. Suckers. Also, unlike in real hockey, Hit the Ice has only 3 players on each team. In a single-player game, you control all 3 in some way or another. The character with the number 1 above his head gets your full attention. The goalie and second player can be controlled only through their passing, shooting, and saving techniques, though you have to constantly be on alert for shots on the goal, as the screen can often scroll too late and surprise you. Also, watch out for people in the stands who throw things onto the ice to trip you up. Along with the regular game of hockey, this version includes a championship mode, where your goal is to play through the 4 teams: blues, greens, yellows, and blacks. Each team gets slightly more aggressive as the championship goes on, and the black team will literally start fights over and over and over again. You can also choose to play in a shot race, where it's single skater versus goalie in penalty shot action, though it's pretty boring. I was happy to see that Taito put the entire arcade opening in the game. The music and sounds are very nostalgic to me, as I used to hear it wafting through the arcades growing up. And I do enjoy reading my final game stats. However, the game otherwise translates into the home environment only average, I hate to say. The characters are smaller than the arcade, and even compared to other ports such as the Super Nintendo version, but it does retain the bright colors and the unique character personalities. I will give Taito credit. They tried to include all of the audio clips and speech from the arcade. Unfortunately, the TurboGrafx completely muddles them all, and if you didn't know what was being said, most of them wouldn't make any sense. That should be why I oughta. Guess that one got cut off. Your character controls pretty well, luckily, and it isn't too difficult to pass, make shots, or pull off moves. You can't rely on the computer to do much for you, as there are times he won't even hit the other team, even if he's standing right on top of a guy. I hate to say this, but the fun factor of Hit the Ice just doesn't translate well into the home arena. Even though playing with a friend does enhance the experience here as well, and up to 4 can join in, the downgraded nature of the game just isn't as exciting. The hack and slash field doesn't increase its replay value as much as you would think. Plus, they don't give you much incentive to select other gameplay options. Winning the championship mode gets you this. Yeah, that's it. There was something about button mashing with your friends that made this game so much fun that now just seems to be missing. As much as it pains me, I'd have to say that Hit the Ice is fun for only a short while, and you'll often become bored before even finishing the first period. Since it has fond memories for me and offers a quick nostalgia trip, I'll have to give it 2.5 TurboChips out of 5, but barely. Tato, why I ought